it's energy balance. So we're looking at our oracle cards, the Ascended Masters Oracle cards. There's a little book that comes with it. Sometimes I like to look at those. But actually, the most important thing with the oracle card, I think, obviously the words, but it's the image as well. So this is today's. What about that? Kind of quite straightforward, but there's often a lot more in there. Drink more water, and the lovely, beautiful goddess Ocean, and that lovely leopard there, or jaguar. I don't know what it is actually. Yeah, so that's interesting. Just as a literal fact, drink more water. I'm not so good at drinking water in the winter. I tend to drink warm water with lemon. There you go, I've got it there. But I think in other terms, I think this goddess particularly represents sensuality and prosperity, the flow of water. So that's a good element to be with today in our practice, particularly with energy balance, getting into that flow. And actually maybe an inquiry of, what are we thirsty for? Could be literally water, pure water, cleansing, the cleansing of toxins from the system, but also, what are we really thirsty for in our lives? And also the thing about the water and the ocean and the waters that we have all around us is a sense of gratitude. So it has a lot of lovely kind of rich context, this drink more water card that we have here. Gratitude, vastness, flow, abundance, but also then, asking ourselves, what are we thirsty for? What do we need in our lives? So with that question and with this element of water today in our practice, let's see if we can feel that wateriness, that quality, as well as having a sense of flow and a sense of gratitude, and asking, what do I need? What do I want from today's practice? So let's stand to begin with. Spine the feet, feel the feet on the ground. Lift the heels, place them down slowly. Lift the toes, place them down slowly. Lift the shoulders high, breathe into the nostrils, and sigh out through the mouth. Release. Let's take that top layer off, the top layer of tension, breathing in, as I like to say. Hold for a second, then out through the mouth. That feels good to do that. Maybe making that sound of the ocean. Also thinking about water in the ocean. Also don't forget to use, to support you in your practice and movement, think about the ocean breath or Ujjayi breath, which is where we restrict the breath in the throat slightly. So it's making that sound, first of all, to find that sound, which is also on the inhale. And then close the mouth, but make the same sound with the throat or same shape. This will slow down your breath and give you more spaciousness with your breath and support you in your practice. So you can try that. Let's try one more of these, releasing, breathing into the nostrils, out through the mouth. And let's just roll the shoulders back. Let's get a bit of that rolling. Think about the rolling ocean. Don't forget to keep the knees fluid. Think about fluidity in your movement as well. So we're rolling the shoulders back. It's fluid feeling, inhaling and exhaling. And incorporating that Ujjayi breath, ocean breath, some people like to call that. And let's go forward to those shoulders. Again, the knees are joining in. You're feeling the feet, softness and connection of the feet with the ground, rolling the shoulders forwards, making the full range of movement, and seeing what happens in the spine and the chest as we move with that. Put the hands in front and behind. Make sort of clapping sound. Get this circle around us. We're casting a little circle around us. Breathe. Now bring the sides of the feet together. Now we've woken up a little bit, and bring the arms up on the inhale and lift the heels off the ground. Push up the toes. Bring the hands together. Interlink the fingers above the head and extend upwards. Squeeze the arms either side of the head. Squeeze the legs together. Hold the breath in. This is a very strong movement. It's almost like peak of a wave, and then the breathing out is the soft Exhale, bringing the heels down, the softness of that wave. Yeah, we're finding those different elements, those different qualities of movement. Inhaling up, filling up, extending up, squeezing the arms together, legs together, holding the breath in, lifting the heels high, holding the breath, holding back that wave, and then breathing out softly. It's like very soft. Exhaling through the nostrils, hands coming down to the side slowly as you can. We'll do one more of these. So it's like sweeping up, movement, flow, inhale, filling up. And really holding that energy in and letting it build. Imagine that light. It's growing and expanding as you hold. And then the exhale, slowly bringing the hands down. The hands are going down to the sides, down to the floor. Heels are coming slowly down to the floor as well. Let's just rotate the wrist a little bit. Again, get a bit of flow in the arms, looking at the wrists. Maybe take the hands in front of you. Maybe take them out to the sides. Just find this flow. As we do the wrist, you find the rest of the arms start moving, and then we go the other direction. Maybe we go high with those hands, watch them with the eyes, and then maybe we go a bit lower down with the hands. And let's just come into a figure eight, or this infinity symbol. So it's going to get some flow, ocean quality in the body. So feet are a bit further apart, maybe it's wider than the shoulders, a bit wider, knees are nice and bent. Let's just have a little bit of a bump here, letting the arms loosen up, letting the knees be nice and soft, letting the heels just lift off the ground slightly and kick a bit of energy into the body. And then we can bring that energy and let it get more flowy. So the hands, imagine you're holding maybe a beach ball between your hands, palms facing each other. Knees nice and soft, so you get this sense of movement. Feel that movement. This is staying fairly stable, this frame, but without being locked. Okay, and we're going to draw a figure eight, an infinity symbol. So this symbol, like a figure eight on each side, but I like to think of infinity because it's an ever moving, infinite movement. So you'll feel, if you keep this kind of frame here, you'll start to feel the whole body has to move with it. If you just move your arms, nothing in the body's gonna move. So you're just keeping this little bit of frame here in the shoulder, and you'll notice if you hold this here steady, and the rest of the body has to move. And this is the idea. So you start to find, as you make this, you might make this infinity symbol very small, breathing all the time, or you might make it really big, and you'll find you might have to even come off onto one foot. You go so big, you might feel you're coming into the hips, into the knees, you come around to the sides, but all the time, maybe you slow down, maybe you speed up, maybe you come low to the ground, but you're constantly moving in this infinity symbol, this kind of circling, spiraling, breathing in and out through the nostrils the whole time. Support yourself with your breath. We're finding the flow and the fluidity in our body, and then come to a stop slowly. Just find that end point. I noticed when I stopped, that little pause, there's still some movement, some kind of spiraling happening in the body. So now we're going to do the same thing, but the other direction. So you think, oh, which way did I just go? It's the opposite, the way you would normally instinctively go towards. So I would normally go straight away to the right. So now I'm going to the left to begin. And again, just let the knees bend, let the hips move, let the ankles move, let the torso move. You feel this in the abdominals, you feel it in the back. It's like the whole body gets very flowy, floaty. You might even lift up off the ground if your looping infinity symbol goes very high, or maybe you have to really bend into your hips and your knees if you go low, round to the side. You find what happens in the body. Be interested and curious in this flow. Come to a stillness. Notice your breath, how does it feel? And just release that down to the ground. Let's come into a cross crawl. So lots of flowing. And now we're kind of going to get that energy joined up. So lifting the knee, keep it light, keep it bright. Try and keep the weight on the ball of the foot, so the front of the foot. Lifting the knee and meeting it with the opposite hand. Yeah, good connection there. Good. Let's enjoy the movement and the connection. And let's connect with the extended leg now. The leg's extended. We meet it with the opposite fingers on the toes. See how that goes. moving the speed that you feel comfortable, but breathing all the time to support your body, support the flow, and then out to the sides. Left leg comes out to the side, right arm over the head. We get this lovely movement here. Breathing all the time. Notice how you feel. Feel the breath, hear the breath, coming in and out through the nostrils. So we're just making this lovely shape here. And then we're just going to do one more of these because it's fun. And we take the leg. So we're standing on the right leg, take the left foot behind. If you want to just have a look at that sole of the foot, yeah? And then we're going to smack it with the right hand. And the other arm is going to go over the head. So it looks, and you try and keep on the ball of the foot. So just have a little bounce there. And then just start to move with some flow. Yeah. Notice how the other arm's going over the head, so you get a nice stretch in the side. And there's a little bit of balance coming in here, a bit of coordination, and definitely some fun. So no matter what shape you're making, smiling is the important part of this. Allow yourself to enjoy, allow yourself. Give yourself permission. One of my favorite words, permission. Let's come to stillness, see how that feels. Breathing in through the nostrils, sighing out through the mouth. We're going to come to the front of the mat. We're going to come into a triangle pose. So take the feet, hips width apart, parallel with the feet. Nice soft knees, so checking you're not locking the knees out. Lift the chest, lengthen the body, shoulders down, back of the neck long. Just bring the hands together there just to have that sense of poise. Take a moment. Put the weight on the left foot and step back with the right. So that foot's going to land. We're at right angles to each other. Get the hips level. And breathing in, extend the arms up. Breathing out, bring the arms down to shoulder height. Breathing in, open the chest. Palms maybe facing forward to increase that expansion. Breathing out, reaching over to your left as far as you can, then down. Meet that leg wherever you meet it, but without compromising your posture. If your right hip comes forward, you need to come up a little bit. You know, or if you've been practicing a while, maybe you need to just challenge yourself a little bit. But try and keep the integrity, the quality of the asana. So it really doesn't matter, you know, if you're here. And also, if you're finding it very difficult to have that arm aloft, if that feels too strong, you can take it behind the back. And actually, the good thing about this modification is it really encourages the chest to open. So you can always try that. You know, take the arm behind the back and see, okay, now I can feel that chest is opening. And you can always return back here with that more open chest. By that, I mean, you drop the right shoulder, not just down away from the ear, but almost down behind you. So you'll find the left shoulder coming forwards, the right shoulder almost sitting back. Soften the knees. We don't want those to be locked. We want the legs to be engaged. Lift the toes off the ground, place them down. Look up at the ceiling or the right fingers if your neck allows you. Otherwise, look forwards. But the neck is staying in line with the spine, not hanging. Good. Breathe. Strong. And expanded. Use the inhale to come back up. Exhaling, lower the arms down. Take a moment there. Bend into the right knee and spring yourself to the front of the mat. Take a moment there. Give the legs a little shake. Just to lively them up. Keep that flow. Keep the movement. Feel your breath into the nostrils. Have a sigh here. Yeah. Weight on the right foot. Step back with the left. Get your hips level to the long edge of the mat and to each other. Breathing in, lift the arms up. Breathing out, bring the arms down. Breathing in, open the chest, hands are wide. Breathing out, reaching over to your right and down. So meet that leg. You can have the front or the back of the hand there. And reaching up the fingers, left fingers to the ceiling, turning the head. So you can press against that lower leg so that your right shoulder comes forward slightly and the left shoulder sits back. It's almost as if the chest, the heart wants to fly upwards towards the left fingers. Left fingers saying, come on up here. Good, breathe. Feel that left hip is really stable. This is just almost a center point, the stability point where everything is coming away from this left hip. Unlock the knees to make sure your legs are engaged. There's a difference. If you lock the knees, then you're kind of locking out of being involved with the muscles and the construction of the legs and how everything connects to each other. Breathe deeply. Use the inhale now to come up. Exhale, lower the arms down. Bend into the left knee a lot so that you can spring back to the front of the mat. Good, take a moment here. Good. We're going to step back for a change. We're going to step backwards. A big step for doing Warrior One, Virabhadrasana 1. So that's going to be standing on your left foot. You're going to take, maybe you'll take 2 steps, but see if you can get that big step back with the right. Yeah, land it. Maybe you want to shuffle that foot back. Maybe you want to shuffle this one forwards. You might also want to just widen the stance if you're finding balance is difficult. So now the right hip is going forwards, left hip's going back, and your body is facing the short edge of the mat in front of you. Get that right heel down, strong right buttock. Breathing in, lift the arms up above the head. Arms are up by the ears, stretching up to the ceiling, but bring the shoulders down. The arms are extending. Inhale, exhaling, bending into the left knee. As the left knee goes forward and hovers above the ankle, no further forwards than that. Also, to prevent that from going any further forward, this is where you anchor this right foot. Keep that right hip forward, left hip back, but pushing into that right foot. So it's almost like this leg is extending. The right hip is going forward, the heel is going down. The heel is going away from the left knee. So we've got all these forces moving away from each other. So in this way we expand. We do it very mindfully. We're not pushing and forcing, we're just allowing. Looking up at the space between the hands, if you want to, if you find the balance is okay with that. And lifting the chest, lengthening the front of the body, keeping that tailbone. It's tricky, this one, to get the spine in line, but we're attempting to point the tailbone down to the ground. Feel your feet on the ground. Feel a strong, stable warrior energy. Good. Come up on the inhale, lower the arms on the exhale. We're going to just step forwards. So just take a big step forwards with the right foot. Yeah. Take a moment, strong posture. Give the legs a little shake again. Get that movement, that flow, energy. Energy's waking up, moving around the body. And keep it moving with the breath coming in and out of the nostrils. Weight on the right foot. Big step back with the left. So send that left foot back. So make sure it's a big wide stance. Now we want to get the body and the hips facing the short edge of the mat in front of you. So take the right hip back, left hip forward. Keep that posture. So feel the length in the spine. Breathing in, lift the arms up. Bring the hands together this time above the head, just for a change. Keep the shoulders down away from the ears. We want some space here. And then as you breathe in, extend up. Feel the length in the torso. As you breathe out, bending into the right knee. And again, as the right knee goes forward, the left heel pushes back. But keep this center part, the hips, the base of the spine, really strong and stable. You might want to draw up the pelvic floor and keep this breath, the hands are together. You might want to look up at those hands if you want to. Whatever you're doing with your arms, make sure you keep them up by your ears and you don't really want them in your vision. If you have them here, you're more likely to lean forwards. If you have them here, your body's more likely to be upright. Strong back leg, strong left buttock. Breathe deeply, breathe. Feel your feet on the ground. Feel the energy in the body. Feel the breath. Breathing in, straighten up the right leg, lift up. Breathing out, lower the arms down. And just spring forwards to the front of the mat. Good. Nice strong posture there. We'll come into a ragdoll just to give the back a little bit of a rest. So feet are still hips width apart, but we're just going to let everything just melt. So melting, maybe you're the ice block melting into the water. So the nose points down, the chin comes to the chest, the knees bend, the hands slide down the front of the legs. We're melting, letting the back relax. So you see the legs working here, the arms hanging, the head's heavy. So the neck is getting a rest, the back is getting a rest. Let the whole body hang forwards, breathing into the nostrils. Sigh strongly out through the mouth. Release. Let the head hang.
Let the head hang. Encourage the neck to relax by just turning the head side to side as if you are saying no. As you do that, breathing into the nostrils, make some sound out your mouth, release the day. Yeah, just come to a stillness there. And just breathe easily in and out through the nostrils, whilst bringing your attention to the base of the spine. Leave the arms heavy, leave the head heavy, and start to feel that lift, that little pull, as if the invisible thread is lifting you from the base of the spine. Keep the knees bent. And that little lift is going up through the spine, up through your central column, and it's lifting. And as it lifts, it lengthens. There's space that's created in this column. And finally, shoulders lift up and sink back. Head lifts up, crown going up to the sky, feet sinking into the ground. See how that feels for a second. Standing nice and tall, lifting the chest. Front of the body's long here. Good. Okay. Let's come into balance. So we're going to come into dancer balance. It's a strong one, because there's a lot going on with this one. So, you know, you always have the option of not going into the full posture. I'll show you what I mean. You can bring the weight into the left foot and get that weight really sinking down into the foot. Immediately find a point for your eyes to focus on. So, and breathe. This is the most important. Your focus with your eyes, a point that that is still, and you breathe continually. You don't hold your breath. And lift the right foot off the ground and take hold of the right foot. This might be where you want to go to. This is, you're balancing here. This is going to challenge you. You might have the hand on the inside of the foot with the thumb going back, or the outside with the thumb going forwards. If you want to hold on to something to steady yourself, but don't lean onto it if you're holding on to something. Just have it there, you're touching and letting go. So you are challenge yourself a little bit. If you want to, you can go to the next level. So you connect the thumb and the first finger together, spread the other fingers out like a little sunshine. Breathe in, lift the fingers to the ceiling, lengthen. And then you can stay here if you want to. Maybe this is how you want to balance. If you want to go to the full posture, take the arm forward and let the body go with that arm. So not just the arm going forwards, the body's going with it. It's pivoting from the hip there. Fix your eyes to something and breathe. Now, as you're leaning forward as far as you can, you start to take the heel away from the backside. I'm wobbling today, yeah. So wobble. So start to take the toe to the ceiling, and the fingers are going forwards in this lovely dancer, open chest, strong posture. Ungrip those toes if you dare. See if you can ungrip the toes. Instead, feel the wobbles and enjoy that movement of the foot that's learning all the time. Use the inhale to come back up. Exhaling, lower the arm down and lower that right foot down. Give the legs a good shake. Yeah. And breathe. Shake the arms out a little bit. Loosen shoulders. Let's take the weight onto the right now. Take some time to step onto that right foot. Send the weight down. Knee stands, the knee of the standing leg, have it bent to begin with, just so you can lower your center of gravity and feel that. Also using a bit of pelvic floor strength, drawing up, it's really helpful. Eyes fixed. Take hold of your left foot and the left hand. Breathe. Yeah, flow of the breath. Feel that watery quality. And the dancer is definitely a very sensual pose. Connect the thumb and the first finger. Breathing in, extend that right arm up to the ceiling. And breathing out, taking the arm forward, taking the body forwards. So the heart is kind of going forwards, but also upwards. Soaring, if you like, where the fingers are pointing towards. And you start to put the heel away from the backside, the toes going towards the sky as well. And there's one point of contact on the earth, right foot's on the earth, and the rest of the body's like dancing. Beautiful. Come up on the inhale. Smoothly if you can. You're still there, breathing out. Slowly lower the right arm down, slowly, and lower the left leg to the ground. And let's give the legs a good shake. Yeah. Okay. Then I come into another standing posture now. going to come into a warrior, peaceful warrior. So let's get the sides extended here. First of all, we're just going to stand for a moment, look at the toes, lift them up, place them down. Have a little bit of moment of poise here, a little bit of recovery, and lift the heels high and place them down. Again, lift the toes, place them down. Really good for focusing on the feet, feeling the energy in the feet. Yeah, point of contact with the earth, so you feel that sense of support. Hands at the heart center there, standing tall. Put the weight on the left foot. We're going to take a big step back with the right. Big step back. Good. So next time, the right toes are pointing slightly forwards. So we're not at a right angle. Get the hips level with the long edge of the mat this time. Breathing in, lift the arms up. Lift, let the body lift up with those hands. Breathing out, bring the arms down to shoulder height. Breathing in, expand, fingertip to fingertip. Breathing out, look down the left arm, and you're going to bend that left knee. You can look down at it slightly to see it's going in line with the toe, the direction of the toes. At the same time, you're pushing into that right heel. So you get this extension. Strong warrior, getting into these warriors today. Now we're going to come into peaceful warrior. So breathe in through the nostrils. As you breathe out, reaching back with the right hand and down. So you're making contact with that back leg and holding on. I've got hold of, maybe you're higher up, but wherever you are, you take a good hold of that leg. So it encourages it to be strong. Reaching up with the left hand and reaching over the body. So the palm is facing down towards the mat and reaching, the fingers are reaching back towards the back of the mat. Look up at the ceiling on the inside of that arm if your neck is okay. Otherwise, just look forwards. And make sure you keep that bend in the left knee. As you come and stretch back, often this starts straightening up, but that's a different position. We want to really keep this sense of grounded, even weight between the feet. Good. Use the inhale to come back to warrior. And you might notice your leg had started straightening out. So really sink into this for a moment, looking down those left fingers. Use the inhale to come up. Exhale, let the arms float down. Bend into the right knee a lot so that you can step forward back to the front of the mat. Give the legs a little shake. Recover the legs and reset. Reset. Other side now. So have a look at your feet. Give the toes a little wriggle. Lift the toes as high as you can. Get those feet energized. And lift the heels high and place them down. Connection with the earth. We need this for the warrior, not just the fire. Weight on the right foot. Big step back with the left. Nice and wide, much wider than triangle. And again, get the hips level, looking at the long edge of the mat. Breathe in, lift the arms up, lift the chest. Breathing out, bring the arms down to shoulder height. Breathing in, expand your whole chest. And breathing out, looking down the right arm, down beyond the fingertips, bend into the right knee. The knee is going forward, the left heel, the left leg is extending back. If you're pushing the foot into the earth there. Good. Yeah. Now we're going to breathe in here. On the exhale, reach back with the left hand, then down when you can go no further. And at the same time, the right arm reaches up into the ceiling. Turn the hand, and the hand is reaching over the body. So get this lovely opening right in this beautiful long curve on the side of the body, into the arm, into the armpit, into the shoulder. Looking up at the ceiling on the inside of that arm if your neck allows you to. Keep the bend in the right knee. So we're really thinking about both the feet and the weight being even between the feet. See if you can feel that quality in your body. Feel your breath moving. Use the inhale to come back to warrior two. And exhale, sinking down into the posture. One more time. Inhale, straighten the legs up, reach the arms up slightly. Exhale, lower the arms down. Bend into the left knee and bring yourself back to the front of the mat. Give those legs a little shake. Shake them up, and let's recover the hips and the back by coming into a squat. So feet a nice distance apart, feet out to the side slightly, and just squat down. If your heels are lifted, like this, when you come into a squat, put something underneath the heels. So you can actually have your heels on something solid. A rolled up blanket, cushions, books, anything, blocks.
And then just let your body hang between the knees. Get your body between the knees, however much, maybe it's not so much as that. And see if you can get the body to hang forwards. Let the head hang. Wherever you're at, you know, we're not, some people's hips aren't as open. Some people's are more than others. Wherever we're at, make sure you let the head hang forward. So we get some release in the spine. Back of the hands, put the back of the hands on the ground. So you have this lovely surrendered sensibility. And breathe deeply into the nostrils. Out through the mouth. Breathe into the nostrils and out through the mouth. Good. Just give yourself time to open these hips. Release the back. Feel your feet on the ground. Feel those ribs expanding as you inhale. And completely emptying on the exhale. Now bring the hands to the center here. Both the hands on the ground. Okay, now we're going to take the left hand on the ground, because as you inhale through the nostrils, that inhale is going to lift the fingers. The fingers are going to just lift lightly up to the ceiling. They're wanting to reach the ceiling. You can just wriggle the fingers there and watch the hand, watch the fingers with your eyes. And then we're going to rotate that wrist of the right hand and watch it. And as it rotates, imagine that arm's getting longer and longer, like a trailing vine, you know, it's kind of spiraling upwards, upwards, upwards. Yeah. And then we rotate in the other direction. And we're unwinding, unwinding, and then it's starting to come back down. Lovely spirals, back down. Slowly enjoy the movement to the ground. Feel the ground there with the right hand, and then the inhale lifts those fingertips up to the ceiling. Light, feel the lightness of this arm. Yeah, just enjoy the movement of the fingers, and then rotate the left wrist round. Enjoy the movement, looking up at that hand, up at the wrist. It's going longer and longer, this spiraling vine-like arm. And then we rotate in the other direction, and it's unspiraling, unwinding, and it's floating down, very soft. See how soft you can make that movement as it spirals down to the ground. And feel both hands on the ground, looking at the hands, and then push up off the hands. In the ragdoll once more, so the knees must be bent, the upper body is hanging, head's hanging. In through the nostrils, breathe in, exhale out through the mouth, sigh. Release, empty everything out. Now we're going to slowly unfurl. Feel that light energy traveling up from the spine. Imagine the waters traveling up the spinal column and out through all the energetic system. That beautiful flow, cooling energy of water in the whole body. Yeah. Maybe feel a bit of watery quality in the body as you come to standing. Yeah. And let's get a bit of flow, a bit more flow. So get the feet a bit further apart, maybe even wider than the shoulders. Knees are bent and soft. Just turn and release. Feel the air around you, the space. Maybe there's a watery quality in the air. It's soft and fluid. Let the arms smack into the lower back. Bend into the knees. Dip down. Enjoy. Enjoy your body. Enjoy the spaciousness. Flow. Breathing out through the nostrils. Come to a stillness. Yeah. And let's just give the lower back a little bit of a treat. Pummel the lower back with the backs of the hands. And breathe. Have some out breaths. Release, release, release. There's always a bit more tension that you can release. There's always more softening. There's always more deeper relaxation that is available. And take the knuckles. Again, let's get this energy moving. Let's spark the energy. Get that lightness coming up. It's almost like we're getting the flow of the fountain going up from the base of the spine, traveling up. Maybe imagine the energy traveling up through the spine and out through the crown like a lovely fountain. Energy, sparking, energy. Good. Put the palms together. And just shake the hands off. Let's come into our half sun salutes. So feet hips width
hips width apart, parallel. Check the feet again. Bring the attention back into your feet, into your breath, into this embodied experience, and see if we can find this flowing, watery quality in the body. Most of the body is water, so we connect with that. Let's take a moment. Bring hands together, connecting these two energies together. Lift the chest, shoulders down, crown of the head lifting up to the ceiling, to the sky, soles of the feet sinking into the ground. Good. Breathe in. Fill your body with air, but feel that watery quality of the air. And breathing out, the fingertips pointing down. Inhaling, lifting the arms up, so filling up your cup. Hands come together. And breathing out, the hands are coming away from each other, you're emptying out, the knees are bending, you're diving into the ocean, the fingertips touch the ground. Now inhaling, like you're lifting up your head out of the ocean, hands come to the knees or below the knees, look forwards. Taking a breath, and then we're diving down again, but with straight legs now, breathing out, looking down at the toes, hands, maybe even bring them into a flat position. Bend the knees a lot. Now we're coming back up to the top of the ocean, breathing in. Hands come together, exhaling, hands come down to the sides. Let's try it again. So you can go a bit faster or slower than you. Go a little bit faster now, breathing in and breathing out. Diving in, knees bend, fingertips touch the ground. Look forward, straight legs, arms back, chest is leading. And breathing out, diving in again. Bend the knees a lot. Push up from the base, from the bottom of the ocean, up to the top. And breathing out, arms coming down, and the face comes forward. And go again. Okay. Breath going in all the way up and breath going out. Fingertips touch the ground. Breathing in, look forwards. Breathing out, diving down, straight legs. Bend the knees a lot. Breathing in all the way up. And breathing out, arms coming down. Just going to okay. Keep following that breath. If you're familiar with this one, you can continue. And you can go at your own speed. You know, you can go really super slow, breathing in. Make sure when you come down and bend the knees, fingertips touch the ground. Inhale, coming up. So notice how my legs straighten up, the heart lifts, the shoulders go back. I look forwards. And this encourages the back to be strong and straight, strong belly, and then forward bend with straight legs, fingertips or hands touch the ground. Bend the knees a lot so that you can push up, as if you're pushing up from the bottom of a swimming pool or the ocean. Look up. Bring the hands together and breathing out. And this time we'll do it much faster. Inhaling all the way up, exhaling down, knees bend, fingertips touch the ground. Inhale, exhale, bend the knees a lot, push up. So all inhale, pushing up, and exhale, arms coming down. Change the viewpoint. Inhaling all the way up, look up. Exhaling, the chest is coming forward, the knees are bending, the fingertips touch the ground. The inhale. So remembering the straight legs, arms and back here, looking forwards. Then looking down at the ground, breathing out, legs stay straight. Breathing in all the way up. Yeah, scooping up all the energy and breathing out, arms come down. Thinking about this watery quality of the body. Inhale, exhale, diving into the ocean. Inhale, coming up for air, heart is open. Exhale, diving down again, straight legs. Now pushing up from the bottom of the ocean. Inhale. Exhale. Let's do one more of these. Let's really get into this watery quality. I mean, you've got the power of the waves as well as the breath. Inhale, exhale, diving down. Knees bend, fingertips on the ground, breathing in. Hands just on the knees or below the knees, chest open, and breathing out, forward bend, straight legs. Bend the knees a lot. Push up from the ocean bottom, breathing in. Reach up really high with the hands, and breathing out, arms come down. On the exhale, bring them back to the heart center. Just take a moment here. Take a moment. Just close your eyes for a second. So hopefully your feet, if they stayed as they originally were, which is hips width apart, parallel. So you feel this steady, stable base there, making sure there's space between the feet. And you feel the soft knees, you feel the position of the pelvic bowl, maybe tilting it slightly forward, feeling the strength in the abdominal, strength in the thighs, strength and stability in the lower back, and the length of the front of the body. You feel the heart lifting up, you feel this front of the body is opening. The shoulders sit back away. So the chest lifts, the shoulders sit back away. And you keep this lovely open heart, back of the neck long, so you're long in the body. We're not overstretching, we're not rigid, pressing, we're just engaged, fully engaged with the whole body. Close the eyes, feel your body, feel the stillness. This is Tadasana. The mountain is still, steady, strong, stable, upright, open. But you also feel the flow of life within that mountain, within your body is the flow, the water, the blood, the flow of the breath, all the time. Like your whole body is just one universe. And your heart, the center of your universe. Everything flowing from the heart. Let the breath move in and out through the nostrils and just feel a sense of yourself, of your center in this moment. And feel a sense of the ground and the support of the ground. You're earthed, grounded human being. Good. And relax. Let's just bring this into this feeling, this centered feeling, this earth feeling, this heart sense into our gratitude. We're talking about the ocean, the water quality today. So we feel the gratitude for the water on this earth. This is a great place to start. You know, we can drink pure water. So start with the hands again, breathing in and breathing out. Again, we point to the ground. This is like thank you for the ground. Then we open up, we have the air around us. We reach out the fingers right to the sides. We inhale, we reach up to the heavens. We bring the hands together and then we breathe out. And it's beautiful movement. So it's very simple, but it's constantly moving. So pointing down, inhale as the arms come up. We watch the hands as they come together above the head and they come back to and through the heart center. So the movement and the flow, the watery quality, the gratitude, the abundance, the continual movement, like the movement of the ocean, like the movement of the breath, bringing it all together in this lovely circular. And there's definitely a sensuality in this. So just enjoying the movement of the breath, the body, the earth, the air. There's a bit of fire there with that inhale as well. There's always a bit of fire with the inhale, that inspiration, that spark. So we have all these elemental qualities. And we can also then appreciate some appreciation for ourselves, for this experience. And allow yourself to just bring to mind anything you feel grateful or appreciative of today, whatever that might be. Yeah, and just allow yourself. Once you think of something or something comes to mind or just into your consciousness, usually lots of other things will come flowing in and allow them. And as I always say, you know, you think of these things, allow these images, these words, these gratitudes to come in, but also then feel the feelings that go with that gratitude and appreciation. How does it feel in the body to be grateful? Yeah, let's go one step further as well. So we've got a few things now we're gathering that we feel grateful, appreciative of. One step further is maybe reaching out the things that we really want, the things we want to draw towards us, the things we want to encourage and appreciate before they even feel like they've arrived. So what do I want? I reach out, I allow myself to want, acknowledge that yearning, that desire, and bring it back into the body, and we feel the feelings that go with that receptivity. We receive. Imagine you've received what you really want. And how does that sit in the body? And allow yourself the experience of gratitude. Let the hands just rest this last time with the heart center. Maybe the thumbs might gently be touching the heart there. Eyes are closed again, and just check in with your heart. How does it feel today? Yeah. And have a moment of deep listening to yourself, to your heart center. Is there a word or a feeling that's there, or an image? You don't need to try, you just need to see what's there. Notice. And drop the hands down.
So yeah, we're going to come down in a forward bend. So breathing in, extend the arms up, or take hold of the back. Either or, inhaling and exhaling, strong belly, whether you're holding the back or not. Breathing out all the way down to fingertips touch the ground. So you might need to bend the knees to do that, but make sure you reach the ground, make contact with the ground. Now use the inhale to lift up, onto the fingertips, look forwards, straighten the back, and then breathing out, forward bend. So you're flattening the hands down, you're bringing the eyes towards the toes. The chest is also coming towards the toes. Chest comes towards the toes. The tail, the base of the spine is reaching up to the ceiling. We're getting lots of length. Take your time, use your breath. The out breath will encourage that expanse, that expansion. And now we're going to just come up again onto the fingertips, breathing in, look forwards. Put the weight onto the left foot, take a big step back with the right. And we're going to come into a lunge here. I've got a few things we're going to do before we come into the ground. So if it's okay for you, have the knee off the ground. If not, bring the knee to the ground. If your knee is off the ground, then really make that leg very strong. The right heel is pushing back. The hands are keeping that stability either side of the left foot. You can rest your body down onto the left thigh to give it some support. And now bring that right knee down. Come onto that knee. If you need to pad up the knee, just double up the mat a few times, or put a cushion or blanket underneath the knee. Foot is flat behind. Breathing in, lift the arms up. Bring the hands together, and they're going backwards here. So we're making a lovely crescent moon. As you breathe out, the hips are coming forwards, but the arms are coming back. So you see this lovely shape we're making here, from the toe, through the body, to the fingers. And you can look up at the ceiling if you feel okay with your balance, or just look forwards. The arms are going back and the groin is going forward. So otherwise there's too much of the weight of the body going forwards. We try and keep it going backwards. Now bring the hands to the ground. Either side of the left foot, we're going to come into a plank, so get ready for it. Tuck the right toe under, lift the right knee off the ground, send the left foot back, body straight line. So to make sure the body isn't like this, the bottom to the ceiling, make sure the face isn't above the hands. It's the chest above the hands. This means we have to really use the strength of the shoulders and the arms and the chest and the back. Strong legs. If you want, you can have your knees on the ground if it feels too strong at the moment. You're still really working hard with the upper body strength. And then we're going to lower down to the ground. So you might want to test yourself using the arms, or you might want to bring your knees to the ground and lower yourself down. You choose what's appropriate for you today. We're all on our own journey. And just appreciate yourself and where you are on your journey. And to go on a journey, we have to start from where we are. We need to know where we are. So we just notice where we are and accept that. Rest on the side of the head. Take a deep breath into the nostrils. Notice the space you're creating with your body. Yeah, feel the ground. Feel the solidity and support of the ground holding your body. And feel the land of your body, the landscape of your body just laying on the ground. You also feel the air inside the body and the ocean in your body. Now let's come into a little back bend here. So bring the forehead to the ground, bring the legs together. Breathing in, lift the head off the ground, lift the nose, lift the chin, lift the chest, then lift the arms. The arms are going back, and then lift the legs. So we're going to come into this back bend, a simple back bend. It's kind of a version of the locust, if you like. Simple version, but keep breathing, and if you can, smile. And that's not that's not me being cruel. That's when you smile, you know, it's so much less tension that is in the body. So it's a really good thing to try. Breathing in one more time, lower down, rest on the other side of the head there for a moment. Breathing into the nostrils, sighing out through the mouth. Let's try this one more of these. So bring the legs together again, bring the forehead to the ground, back to the hands are on the ground. Use the inhale, lift the nose, chin, chest, lift the arms, lift the legs. Now we're going to bring the arms forward. So we're in this like Superman position, this torpedo. So breathe, looking forward, smile. Imagine you're flying through the sky like Superman. One more breath in. Keep your back bend, but sweep the arms back on the out breath. In breath one more time, back bend. Exhale, bring the hands down, bring the body down. Slide the hands forwards. Push into the hands, walk the hands back. Sit back into the heels. Oh, this is going to feel good after that back bending. Into the swan or extended child. The arms are extended, you're sitting back in the heels, the forehead comes to the ground. You always have the option, of course, if you don't like the head on the ground, or if the head doesn't reach the ground, to make a little pillow with your hands, one on top of the other. In this position, we just really expand the ribs, feel the back body, send the breath into the back body, and sigh out through the mouth. Good. So we're going to do the other side. We're going to come into downward dog first of all. So make sure the arms are extended away, fingers are spread wide, come up onto all fours. Tuck the toes under, breathing in, breathing out, lift the knees off the ground, and looking back at the feet. Just going to, again, get a bit more fluidity in the body by bending the right knee, pushing the left heel down, bending the left knee, putting the right heel down, just moving with that flowing. The head is coming down towards the ground here. It's not looking at the hands yet. We're just getting the legs a little bit of motion. So now we are going to look at the hands. So you have to lift your gaze towards the hands. Put the weight on the left hand hand and left foot. So there's not much weight on these fingertips here or on this right toe, because this toe is going to come forward. So you step forward with the right foot. So now we have the left leg gone back into this, the other side of the lunge now. The body can rest on this right thigh here, and the left knee is off the ground. You're pushing that left heel back. So we've got a strong lunge here, lovely extension across the groin. Hand to the side of the foot, giving you lots of stability there. Breathe, just releasing the hips down. Now bring the left knee to the ground. So we'll do the crescent moon on the other side now. Again, if your knee is feeling this is a bit sharp, just double up the mat a few times. Breathing in, lift the arms up. They're going back behind the ears. Breathing out, the hips are coming forwards. So the arms are going back, the hips are going forwards. Bending into the right knee. You can look up at the ceiling if your neck is okay with that, or you can just look directly forwards. Breathe. Breathe. And now bring the hands down to the ground, either side of that foot. So now we're going to tuck the left foot, left toe under, lift the knee off the ground, and now step forward with the left foot. So we're in this kind of ragdoll once more. Let the body hang, knees are bent. Breathing into the nostrils, sighing out the mouth. And now we're just going to slowly bring the bottom to the ground, and we've landed at last on the ground. Bounce your knees up and down a little bit. Let's release the legs a little bit. Oh, yeah. Good. And we're going to get into a lying position, but we're going to take a little moment here just to use the abdominals. So we stretch the fingers towards the toes and breathe continually in and out through the nostrils, lower down slowly. Keep stretching the fingers towards the toes. Keep that engagement. Keep the breath moving to support you. When you make that bit of effort before you lie down, when you do let go and the body's down, let go totally. Let the arms flop out to the side, let the legs fall out, the feet fall out to the sides. Take a deep breath into the nostrils. Sigh out to the mouth, let the body sink. Sink and melt into the ground. Close the eyes for a moment, just see how it feels. How does the body feel now? Let it recover, be at rest. So we have a few minutes left just to slow everything down, to soften everything down into Shavasana, into the corpse, into that really sinking, relaxing place. Just to release the back, let's hug the knees, have a little rock and roll side to side. Yeah, breathe and enjoy. Stay present. And the best way to stay present, that's easily said, is just to bring your focus of attention to your breath. The breath is always present.
It's always there. It's always changing. It's interesting. Let's rub the knees a little bit. Yeah, the fluidity, softness, sensuality of the body. And let's breathe in, take the knees away, holding the knees, the hands around the knees, breathing out, squeezing the knees into the body, lifting the head towards the knees. So we're getting ourselves very small, even lifting the tail off the ground. Inhaling, just giving the back a little bit of attention, a little bit of breath, breathing out, making yourself very small. Breathing in, knees come away, and breathing out, squeezing. Making yourself very small and tucked in, like a little seed. And then if you want to now, you can just let the hands go above the head, let the legs come away a little bit. And as you breathe out, you can make that a bit more expanded if you want to, if you find that relaxing. We just do a few of these, inhaling, taking the legs as far away as you feel comfortable, and breathing out. We'll just keep it quite soft though. We're expanding a little bit. Like this, the last one, and breathing out, squeeze. Sole of the feet on the ground. And let's just have the legs or the sides of the feet together for a lying twist. Take the arms out to the sides, palms flat down, breathing in. And as you breathe out, let the knees fall to the left and let the head go over to the right. So you're keeping the sides of the feet together, so it's almost like one big foot. So you really release, letting those knees down to the left and head goes over to the right. Release down. Inhale, lift the knees to center, lift the head to center. Exhaling, the knees go down to the right, the head goes over to the left. We're just following this movement. Breathing in. Simple lying twist, but with the feet and the legs together. Exhaling, knees go one way, head goes the other way. Inhaling to center, head to center, knees to center. Exhaling, knees go one way, head goes the other. We're coming into this beautiful twist in the spine, but very easeful. Again, find the flow and the ease coming into the spine. Make it this the last one then. Coming to center once more. Slide the legs away. It's going to feel good after that. Let the arms fall away from the body. And we're just going to lie just for a few moments in Shavasana. Close your eyes. Put space between the ankles. Put space between your arms and your body. And breathe. Breathe, breathe, breathe. If you feel you need an extra release here, take a breath into the nostrils. And sigh out through the mouth. Release, release, let go. Let it all go. Whatever is going on, whatever thoughts, feelings, worries, concerns are happening with you right now, just for this moment, just for this minute, give yourself fully to relaxing deeply. And let your breath be soft now, coming in and out through the nostrils. Feeling the flow of the breath like water. Just feeling like this breath coming in and out through the nostrils is replenishing you with every inhale. The wave is coming up over the body with every exhale. It's washing away. So we're replenishing, filling up with water on the inhale, soft inhale. Just feel the body expanding slightly. And as you breathe out, everything is washing away, all the debris, all the flotsam and jetsam. So we just have this purification, this cleansing, soft, soft, soft cleansing, and softening and melting into the earth. A body like the beach or at the base of the ocean, and the breath like the ocean, flowing, moving continually, without effort, just the flow. Breath coming in and breath going out. Breath is taking care of itself.
So we come to the end of our practice today. Just noticing that elemental quality of water in the body. Hopefully you'll keep a bit of that quality. And let's just feel the rush of air come in as you deepen your breath and feel the ocean, expansive quality of the body as you start to wake it up, start to move the arms and legs, hands and feet. Breathe a little deeper, move, enjoy your body. And maybe a new watery quality, sensual quality. Yeah. Enjoy that. And just rolling onto the side, give yourself some time to come back to the present and come back to seated. Take your time. Maybe have a little roll on the floor, have a little stretch, do whatever feels good to you. Come to seated in your own time and breathe. And when you come there, just feeling your softened edges, feeling these softened edges of the body. Yeah, giving them again, this quality of water comes with sensuality. And this can come with, just loving touch for ourselves, circling, touching body, touching the skin. Really feeling that quality of touch, self-love, self-acknowledgement, and then bringing that into the palms of the hands. Make some heat between the palms of the hands. Make a little fire there. When it's nice and warm and very energized, feel that energy. Place that over the heart center, your spiritual heart center. Close your eyes. Take your focus deep into this ocean, deep well of the heart. And bring to mind your sankalpa, your intention. Maybe there's something new coming for this month. Or maybe it's the same intention, but giving it new energy, new life force, maybe some water, maybe the ocean life force. So bring to mind your sankalpa and say that intention to yourself, a phrase or sentence positively framed. Give it a smile, give it warmth, give it energy. Good. Namaste. Thank you so much for your practice. Lovely to be with you tonight.